Well, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I was avoiding this album, but I've already done the first two tracks, and then I've already done Rebel Rebel as well. Those are two of the lead singles of the album. But I did realize that I could do it technically in two videos as well to finish up this album. And this is the one you guys have been asking for 4 months. So here we go. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. Welcome to our Bowie Wednesday video of the week. And we're starting a new album, but we've already kind of technically started it. Like I said, we've done the first two, like Diamond Dogs and the track that goes into it, the 50-second like intro track. And then we've done Rebel Rebel. So we're doing 4 tracks today. Then it's gonna kind of, I guess, fix itself after this video. But we're doing Sweet Thing, Candidate, Sweet Thing, Reprise, and Rock and Roll With Me. And then the next week, we're gonna do the last 4, which are We Are the Dead, 1984, Big Brother, and then The Chant of the Ever Circling Skeletal Family. That song name reminds me of the small furry species, several small furry species. That's really hard to say. So yeah, I'm excited to check this out. Obviously, we've done a ton of Bowie on the channel, and we continue to do so because this man's work demands to be heard. It really does. So, as always, let us commence. And like I said, I wasn't avoiding it, but I kind of was, since it was going to be wonky doing it. I know it's probably not even going to work very well for the search engine or anything like that. A lot of the videos that I do, or it's these like 4 songs, they never really do well because the search engine just, I guess, messes up or something. I don't know, but it's okay. The music's good enough that I don't really care. Alright, here we go. First up, Sweet Thing, David Bowie, Diamond Dogs. What year is this again? 74? Was that what it was? Yeah, I was right. 74. Let's try that again. David Bowie, Sweet Thing. 3, 2, 1. Go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps.
Some screams from the door, and isn't it me putting pain in a stranger, like a portrait in flash, trails on a leash? Will you see that I'm scared and I'm lonely? So I'll break up my room and yawn, and I'll run to the center of things, where the knowing one says, boys, it's a sweet thing. Boys, it's a sweet thing, sweet thing. If you want it,
His vocals are off the chain on this one.
boys, get it here, thing. Boys, it's a cheap thing, cheap thing. I'm glad that you're older than me. Makes me feel important and free. Does that make you smile? Isn't that me?
Oh, it's Mike Garson, yeah.
I'm in your
Wow.
way, and I'll steal every moment. If this trade is a curse, then I'll bless you and turn to the crossroads of hamburgers. Boys, it's a sweet thing. Boys, it's a sweet thing, sweet thing.
David on the guitars? That was incredible. What a song, dude. Holy shit. Just like flew by. Candidate.
Like any other kind of date, you'll pretend we're walking home cause your future's at stake. My set is amazing, it even smells like a street. There's a bar at the end where I could meet you and your friend. Someone scrawled on the wall, I smell the blood of their tree cutters who wrote up scandals in other bars. We're having so much fun with the poisonous people, spreading rumors and lies on stories they made up. Some make you sing and some make you scream. One makes you wish that you've never been seen. But there's a shop on the corner that's selling papier-mâché, making bulletproof faces, calling and some catches playing it if you want it. Boys, better hear this. So you scream out of line, I want you, I need you. Anyone out there? Anytime? Push me the number one, say dirty, I want you. When it's good, it's really good, and when it's bad, I go to pieces. You want it, boys, get it here, baby.
Sax.
On the street where you live, I put my hold on my head.
Dunbar is killing it, man.
On another floor, in the back of the car, in a cellar like a church with a door door. Well, I guess we must be looking for a different kind. But we can't stop trying till we break up our minds. Till the sun drips loud on the seedier night. To bless you on the ground while shaking and frightened. I guess we could cruise down one more time. With you on my side, it should be fine. We'll buy some drugs and watch a band. And jump in a river holding hands.
Sweet Thing Reprise.
If you want it, boys, get it here, sing. 'Cause hope, boys, is a cheap thing, cheap thing. Is it life's in your snowstorm, freezing your brain? Do you think that your face looks
Damn,
the
Dunbar.
same? Then let it be. It's all I ever wanted. It's a street with a deal and a taste. It's got claws, it's got me, it's got you.
Mr. Flowers. an ending. And then it probably flows into Rebel Rebel. See, that's why I didn't want to do this album, because I've already done like little bits and pieces of it. But it's worth it. Y'all asked for it, you get it.
You always were the one that knew. This sold us for the likes of you. I always wanted new surroundings, a room to rent while the lizards lay crying in the heat, trying to remember who to meet. I would take a foxy kind of stand while tens of thousands found me endearing. When you rock and roll with me, no one else I'd rather be. Nobody here can do it for me. I'm in tears again.
And Morgan, man.
Rock and gentle hearts are counted down. The queue is out of sight and out of sounds. Me, I'm out of breath, but not quite doubting. I found the door which lets me out. When you rock and roll with me, no one else I'd rather be. Nobody down here can do it for me. I'm in tears again when you rock and roll with me.
Reminds me of Leon Russell a little bit.
When you rock and roll with me, no one else I'd rather be.
Got some gospel vibes to it.
Nobody down here can do
Hard rock
it
gospel.
for me.
But the gospel of rock and roll.
Rock and roll with me. When you rock and roll with me, no one else I'd rather be. Nobody down here can do it for me. I'm in tears. I'm in tears when you rock and roll with me.
Does it all just flow into the next song? No, that one sounded like it ended. Huh. Man, those first three songs, they felt like all one song, basically, even with the reprise at the end, because it, Sweet Thing, it perfectly transitioned into the next one, and then that perfectly transitioned into the reprise. So, and then it felt like the reprise was going into Rebel Rebel, because it didn't, cut off, basically. It was going into the next song. So I don't know if every song is supposed to be played back to back, obviously the way YouTube works on this channel, I'm saying, it never really works out that way, especially when I've already done the first two tracks on Rebel Rebel and all that. But I did what I could. You guys voted on this, and you guys knew that I've already done some of it, so I know y'all probably expected it to be kind of wonky, but at least for the last 4, I haven't done any of those or nothing like that, so that'll be a straight shot. I would definitely say that those first 3 songs are my favorite. The last one, it was pretty good. It was like I don't know, like a Southern Revival Baptist, like gospel rock and roll song. I don't know how to describe it. I love the organ in it though. The organ was great. Who is that? Let's see. Why is my camera up? I swear my phone's always watching me, bro. So the keyboards, that was Mike Garson. So that was just him playing the organ, I'm guessing. Because that didn't sound like a keyboard, but I guess it could have been. Oh, Bowie played guitars, saxophones, the Moog, Mellotron, and then did the lead and background vocals, obviously. That's cool. He's the only guitar player on the album other than Alan Parker, who does 1984 and Rebel Rebel. But Mike Garson on keyboards, Herbie Flowers on bass, Tony Newman on drums, Ainsley Dunbar on drums. So I don't know who played on what then. Rock and Roll With Me was lyrics by Bowie and then music by Bowie and Jeff McCormick, who better known as War and Peace, is an English vocalist, composer, and dancer best known for his work with David Bowie in the 70s. Interesting. Okay, he contributed background vocals to Aladdin Sane. I knew the name sounded familiar. And Station to Station. Interesting. Well, I thought that was interesting. All right, so Sweet Thing. Okay, yeah. It was. All right. Recorded in January 1974, the piece comprises the song Sweet Thing and Candidate and a 1-verse reprise of Sweet Thing. So I was right. Okay, cool. I kind of sniffed that one out. That was really, really good. I'm glad that at least I did that correctly, because I know I wouldn't have heard the end of that if I didn't. That was definitely, that if that is all one song, basically, that it's one of the best David Bowie songs I've heard. That was a great example of like tension and release, especially for Bowie. The guitars, the dissonant keyboards and pianos from Garson. I don't know if that was Dunbar. I thought it was Ainsley Dunbar, but then I read it and it says that there's 2 people. What's Tragic Moments, Zion, Aladdin, Vane? Huh. Sorry, I was reading up on that. Recordings for Pinups, Nicholas Pegg. It was more of a Diamond Dogs demo than an Aladdin Sane outtake. I guess there's some, I don't know, whatever. It was Tony Newman on drums. Damn it. I thought it was Ainsley Dunbar. Well, that's my mistake. I'm guessing Dunbar plays on the rest of the album then. So yeah, that one was David Bowie on lead and backing vocals, 12-string acoustic guitar, baritone and tenor sax, mellotron and Moog, Mike Garson on piano, Herbie Flowers on bass, and Tony Newman on drums and tambourine. So I'm guessing Dunbar was only in the last track. Damn it. See, I always call that wrong. I didn't even see that there was another drummer on there until I actually read the list, but that's okay. That's what happens. That was a great chunk of that album right there, especially that 3-song suite right there. That was some of Bowie's best. His vocals at points didn't even sound like him, like it sounded like somebody else's voice at points, like completely different. And I know that he's a chameleon and he changes and he does this and he does that, but it sounded like a completely different person. It really did at points. And the way that his powerful vocals were just kind of overwhelming the sound at points, the guitars that he was playing, and then on the sax kicks in as well, all just real highlights in a string, in a bunch of strengths and a very strong suite, basically. But I think Mike Garson definitely would get MVP for those 3 songs. I mean, good God, that piano was just moving. And no matter what song he touches with Bowie, it's absolute gold. I mean, Aladdin Sane still sticks with me to this day. I only heard it for the first time a couple months ago, and it still sticks with me. It 100% still sticks with you. For a while, probably. I bet the first time you heard it, it probably stuck with you for a while. I still think about that piano from that song. I really do. Still one of my favorite Bowie songs. And this one is right up there with that one now. I guess the piano has something to do with it, but I did like Bowie's guitars in it and all the stuff that he was contributing to it. He basically contributed everything but the percussion and the piano and the bass, obviously, but everything else, that was all him, and it sounded amazing. I don't know exactly what the song was about, like the 3 songs exactly, but I felt it though. You know what I mean? I definitely felt highs and lows. I felt, I don't know, love, but also shame. You know, there was a whole bunch of different emotions I got from it. Like I said, it was kind of like a roller coaster. It went up and down, which Bowie's very good at when he does the whole tension kind of release thing. And the way that it all segged into each other was perfect too. And it gave it a very different feel to compared to his other songs I've heard, at least. And I've heard a good chunk of them now, you know? So I think that definitely stood out amongst his catalog as something different amongst many different things he's done. So that's saying something, to be honest. When you've got a catalog that's as extensive and widely reaching as David Bowie's, that was definitely very atypical. Not even atypical, that's not the word, because he's the personification of atypical. It's more of a that felt like a very personal track. I guess that's what it would boil down to. I don't know if that was coming from a place of actual personal experience or he was just writing a song about whatever. I don't know. But that one felt a little deeper than some of the other ones I've heard. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. Like I said, the 4th song, though, not my favorite, but still solid track. I can't wait to do the rest of it. Isn't that funny? I could do this album in 2 weeks, basically. So we're going to, like I said, we already did those tracks. Next week, we're going to do the last 4. Bam, we're moving on. Just knocking them out of the park, Lee. Good job, buddy. Pat on the back since no one else will do it. Actually, I'm going to give myself 2. That felt good. See you later. Oh, no, it didn't close. See you later. And if you are in search of a musical community and you'd like to see a video done just like this for you, look in the description. There's a link for our Patreon community. Join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. If you join, just look at the September Patreon request thread. It'll be the pinned post on there. It'll have all the rules and regulations and such, shall we say, for the request. There's also a PayPal as well in the description if you want to send a tip or request in that way. Thanks for watching, y'all. I will see y'all later.